Hello, and welcome to Inside Outlook. I'm Jeff Havers, Superintendent of Pemberton Township Schools. Today, I want to talk about the importance of filling out the application for free and reduced school meals. Some families may not think they qualify when, in fact, 2 years ago, the state of New Jersey increased the amount of income a family can make in order to qualify, allowing more families to take advantage of this important program. I'm joined today by our Supervisor of Food Services, Mrs. Wells, who will help explain more of the ins and outs of this program. Welcome, Mrs. Wells.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. Mrs. Wells, one of the biggest reasons families do not complete the free and reduced lunch form is because they don't think they will qualify. But New Jersey law actually expands the eligibility for free school meals to include students in middle-income families who would not otherwise be covered by the federal program. Is that correct?
That is correct. Households of two, that could be a mother and a child, can make federally $27,495, but at the state they can make $47,376. So if there was a household of two parents and two children, they could earn up to $41,795, but under the expanded income for the state, they can make up to $72,000.
All right, that's a big difference.
That is.
Is it true that one of the reasons families don't realize this is because the federal form does not show the expanded income amounts for New Jersey?
That's true. The guidelines are federal. It's a federal application, so it only shows the federal income guidelines. It doesn't show the expanded for the state, but they are on our website.
Right. So if they go to the website, they can see the actual numbers, but because it's a federal form, families will look at that and see that and may think, all right, we make too much, when in fact they really don't.
Correct.
And that's really one of the reasons why we're here today, to share this information, try to make sure families are aware that the income level is expanded and that many more families actually qualify than what it shows on the federal form.
Right.
We know that sometimes circumstances also can change for a family after they already completed the form. You may have completed the form in August, but circumstance, you may have changed jobs, you may have lost a job, and then that family's income level changes, and they may feel like it's too late, they're not eligible. Are they able to reapply for this reduced price meals? Yes,
families can apply at any time during the school year. So they say, for instance, they apply in August and someone in the family is working a seasonal job, great adventure, landscaping, something like that. They may not have any income in December. They can reapply in December. Or if their circumstances change at all, they have a child, their mother comes to live with them, their circumstances change. So you can apply at any time during the school year. But once you're eligible, you don't then have to reapply should your circumstances change again.
Gotcha, but you can apply at any time and then you can reapply if circumstances
absolutely.
At any time. Okay. Another reason a family may not apply is that they feel their child may be embarrassed or singled out by getting a free lunch. Are there students identified in any way when they go get their lunch?
No, so students have an ID card or a badge, and they just hold the badge up to the scanner, and the cashier says, okay, you can go, you can go, you can go. It doesn't matter if their parents are putting funds onto My School Bucks account and they're paying, they may be charging the meal because they didn't bring any money that day, or they're free or reduced. Reduced children also do not pay. That's another state law that was passed, I think 3 years ago, that even though you qualify for reduced, you still don't have to pay anything. The difference with reduced is that if you have, like say, a senior who is applying for college or SAT exams, a free student may get a waiver that they don't have to pay for those services, but a reduced student may have to pay a reduced amount. So
choose for that, but the meals are free.
But the meals are free and they ring up as zero. The cashier does not have a sign that rings up that says this child is free. It's actually a number that identifies them. And so nobody else that's standing behind the cashier or anyone else can see it. But basically the child scans their card and the cashier says, okay, next, okay, next.
All right, great. What if a student is on the free lunch program but only wants to get a juice and a snack? Are they able to do that?
So the key word is meal. It has to be a meal because the state will only reimburse us for a meal. So for them to just buy a juice, even though it sounds like, well, I'm not going to eat this meal, but we don't get reimbursed for a juice at all. The state is trying to promote nutrition for kids, so they want them to have a meal. So if they want to purchase a juice, they're welcome to do that, but they have to have the money that day.
Right, so a juice or a snack, they're not free.
No.
You have to pay for that.
Right.
The meal is free.
Right. And the meal consists of, a hamburger on a bun with a fruit or a juice. And I know that that's something that the cashiers do say to kids. You have to get a fruit or a vegetable. And that's part of the state's policy, that the federal government too, is that they want to encourage kids to be nutritious and to, explore different fruits and vegetables.
And that's good. My wife is always telling me I need to eat more vegetables and fruit. That's true. So
Yes.
that is a good thing. How about during the summer, Mrs. Wells? When school's not in session, does filling out the free meal application qualify students for the summer program for free meals?
So the application is actually the application for free or reduced meals and summer EBT, which just changed, I think, last year. So EBT is a $120 card that comes in the mail for parents to use for their children, or to buy groceries with. So you can buy it, you can use it at the Acme, anywhere. You can use it at farm markets. In order to qualify for EBT, the child has to be here and present in May when we send the list to the state. So a situation where that we saw could occur is where a student graduates early or isn't participating in school lunch because they're going to walk at graduation, but they are signed out of school. They would not qualify for EBT. You have to have access to meals at the school in order to qualify. So if you are free or reduced, we send the list to the state. They mail out the EBT cards, we don't. Okay. But we do use your mailing address. So it's critical for parents to update their information in Genesis if they move. We send the information in May and the cards are mailed in June.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Mrs. Wells. We always want to make sure that our students are getting enough to eat. Research shows when kids don't have enough to eat, it can affect their focus, memory, mood, and even motor skills, all things they need in order to do well in school. This program helps to address food insecurity, and we encourage all parents to fill out the application to find out if they qualify. Mrs. Wells, is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Just that we have a new menu. It's an online menu that allows parents to see the nutrients that their children are getting, the calories, the allergies. It's at myschoolmenus.com. And if they have any questions, they can always call us at food service, 609-893-5788.
Mrs. Wells, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I encourage all families to complete the application for free reduced lunch. A reminder that the next Board of Education meeting is Thursday, October 16th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pemberton Township High School auditorium. It will be a combined work session and action meeting. That's our show for today. Please be sure to join us next time on Inside Outlook.